my question is, now that you back in the game, how do you feel?
It feels amazing, actually. It really, really does.
It does. What was the last trip we went on? Where did we go last? Together. When we was that Raleigh?
No, it was Memphis.
Memphis. When we went to Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to Memphis, you was talking to the cab driver
Uh-huh.
and you started to put your foot in the water.
Yeah.
But you wasn't all the way there. Right. But now that you're back, what's the difference?
The difference then was life was just beginning to life for me, and I was still in the middle. I'm gonna look at y'all and tell you this. I was still in the middle of my story. I was still being processed. So I heard Dr. Lanita say, you can't tell your story when you're in the middle of it.
Mm-mm.
And, you can try, but you're going to bleed all over people when you do that. So at that time, it was basically, I was forcing myself to get back in the game. Just trying to. Of course, you don't never lose this. It's just like whenever you learn how to drive a stick shift, you never forget how to drive it or riding a bicycle. You typically never you never forget how to ride it. Now you might be a little shaky, and you probably gonna fall off, but you get back up.
Yeah, because life is on life.
Yeah.
Whether you're doing business, whether you operating in purpose or not. So what is the difference with the person that is actually making a decision to keep pushing while life is lifing versus somebody that quit?
Well, just to go back, so I want to make sure that I answer your question.
Okay.
Like I said, I was in the middle of the process, but the person that I am now, there's been closure with things. So, there's been closure with things that were open and causing me pain and, the anxiety and the worry and all that type of stuff and just kind of faking the funk just to keep going because, hey, people know you as this and I don't want to fall off and not be relevant. But what's more relevant is me taking the time to heal, taking the time to get to know me again, and to love on me, so that way I can actually have the real strength that I need to go out there and do what I need to do one more time.
Yeah, because healing is so needed. Like healing is so needed. When you're not a healed person, you will project your hurt onto other people, and not even intentionally.
Right.
But because that's the way you feel.
Push people away.
Yep, and you want people to feel how you feel. And so it's just so important to do the work to heal so that you can thrive because I help women to heal.
Right.
And so what I realize is you can't fully operate in the purpose that God has called you to operate in until you have acknowledged and addressed the things that have hurt you.
Right. Right. That acknowledgement is big, and so a lot of people think that people. I definitely truly serve the one and true living God, but people sometimes think that you can just ignore problems and just keep on going, and then you can pray these situations away. No, you got to acknowledge what's really going on.
Yep.
You know, some Christ and some counseling.
That part.
Christ and some counseling. Y'all hear me?
Christ
And counseling. I had to. My spiritual leader did some counseling. Because you need to be able to talk the things that you are going through out. Because if you just keep holding those things in and just pretending that you're okay, pressure bust pipes.
It sure does.
And you don't want to implode because you're holding all this stuff in, and that's tragic. That's how people end up killing themselves, killing other people, doing things that doesn't make sense, and you're wondering like, what happened to them? That person's crazy. No, they didn't heal. They didn't acknowledge that monster that was growing on the inside of them because of whatever trauma may have been, and they end up not really able to truly operate in purpose, and they almost will forfeit the destiny that God has really truly intended for them to have.
Not almost, they will.
Yeah, you're right.
They will until they actually take the moment to heal from it.
Going through your class really helped me with that, for real. It did. Because of the acknowledgement piece and the accountability, because here I am as a coach on the team, not realizing what issues I had going on, because I was, hey, let me just keep coaching, but not taking care of the coach. And so every coach, every leader,
Needs it.
every
Yes.
trainer, whatever, they always need somebody else. You ain't too good and you're not better than nobody else. Make sure you get the help that you need as well. Especially if you're leading people. That's a lot of pressure and a lot of things that go on. And a lot of times we have to pretend that we have it all together.
Mm-hmm.
We have to pretend we have it all together. And that's just crazy.
That is.
Yeah, because once you break down, now that's when those people are really looking to see like what you're made of. And so, I had to get myself together so I could really truly show that I am resilient and I have emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I agree. Now, what did she say? She said Christ and counseling. Because a lot of people with our skin tone, right, African American, they don't believe in counseling. They believe that when they go to a therapist, they crazy. Because that's what we've been taught, right? And so there's nothing wrong with getting the help that you need.
Right.
You go to the doctor when you feel sick. You go to the dentist when your teeth are hurting, right? You go to
If you got a foot doctor,
the foot doctor, the dermatologist, whatever specialist, right, in the area that you need help in. Why wouldn't you go get some help when emotionally and spiritually you may not be where you're right?
girl, I'm choking on this pineapple. Oh, Lord.
You want some water?
I'm good.
Okay. Emotionally and spiritually, or whatever area that you may be in a deficit,
Right.
in a deficit of, to get the help that you need, right? And so healing is hard, right? It ain't easy.
Excuse me.
It's hard. But staying in the state of mind of brokenness is just as hard. So you have to choose your heart. You have to choose your heart.
Yep. Choose your heart.
Mm-hmm. You sure you're good?
I'm good.
Your mic cracking.
Y'all gonna see this later because look, I coach transparent transformation. So if you mess up, keep going. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna edit this at all. I done choked on a doggone pineapple and I'm in here like fighting, trying to stay professional.
And look, we squeezing in this doggone jacuzzi, right?
But
Right.
it's all good.
It's all good. So we talked about healing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how broken people and hurt people will try to stop you from moving in the destiny that you're called to walk in. And the reason why I'm saying it is because where we are now,
Yes, God.
where we are now, Toya and I have been sisters because we're not friends, right? We've been sisters for 6 years. 6 years. I got one earring now. 6 years, right? And when we first connected in business 6 years ago, we were created to be enemies.
Right.
That's the dynamics of how the relationship was supposed to be started and initiated for us to be enemies, right? But that happened because of where the organization was as a whole and where the leader was as a whole when it comes to her own personal healing. And so it's so important, like she said, as a leader to heal. But because of that, we are here
Right.
together as sisters, really, really ready to finish what we started
Absolutely.
6 years ago.
Yes.
6 years ago, I was still working on somebody's job. 6 years ago, I was in a place of brokenness. 6 years ago, I was in a place of working, like she said, in my business, knowing I had greatness on the inside of me, but not fully operating in that thing because I was allowing my brokenness to stop me. So let's talk about it. What's my question? Let's talk about how God will turn what's meant for bad into something absolutely amazing.
Yes, he will. He will. Because God will always reveal and expose the situation whenever you are in the right place. If your heart is right and you're trying to move forward, God won't allow you to just stay in that place. He's not gonna let you stay under the hand of a dictator. He's not gonna allow you to do that. Especially when you reach out to him and say, God, there's got to be more. There's got to be better. He hears you. He hears you. So be mindful of the things that you ask him. And when you deal with people, because they know I'm not a big female friend fan, and I say that because a lot of times I've been in a workplace in the past, like years and years ago. I had a leader who was a boss, and the person was always using me to do good things for her. I made her look good. And so making her look good, that's the same thing in leadership. You make them look good, and then when it's time for you to go to the next level, because you starting to flourish, they start to be like, hold on, wait a minute. You're doing too much. Because if you get to the top, now I'm going to be exposed. And I didn't even know that I had even surpassed this lady at that time. See, behind the scenes, on paper, I had passed her up, but title wise, I was beneath her. And I've had that happen in two different instances. And so when I get to the place of recognizing, like, hey, I might be under somebody that you might cheer for me in public, but behind the scenes, you might be chanting against me. You might be speaking ill words and curses over me. You might be saying little snarky, snide comments that you think I don't pick up on. And a lot of times that's where emotional intelligence comes in, because I may not say nothing, but I see it and I hear it. And so being a part of this industry, I'm just kind of veering off a little bit. Being a part of this industry, we don't come here with the employee mindset. We don't come with that. We come with entrepreneur mindsets, and we're not thinking about nothing. I don't care nothing about my job or what's going on. I don't care nothing about where I live at. I don't care nothing about my car. I don't care nothing about that right now. I am on vacation. I'm on a mini vacation, hitting reset, and I don't care about that. But when you have people just in a job and that's all they do, or they feel like they're in a position where, hey, because I'm your leader, because I have this title, then I'm above you, that's where you start running into problems. And so, like, on this trip, like I said, I'm not worried about anything crazy, but we're all entrepreneurs here. We are celebrating one another, having a good time, and that's what this is all about. Like, just the opportunity just to go and see some different things, see something amazing, and really enjoy your life, you know? So this is a part of how we deal with one another all the time. But just for real, it's a different environment, it's a different culture when you are with like-minded individuals. When you have a employee mindset and that's all you be bitter, angry, jealous, manipulative, got a lying spirit, all these different things. Are people that think that their title means something, and it doesn't. Your work ethic and who you are as an individual, the content of your character is what matters. Not your title, not none of the other mess. The content of your character. And when you show me who you are, you better believe. I believe you.
That's the truth. That's the God honest truth. But like you said, you don't have a lot of, well, now you have women friends because I'm your friend.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't have like a plethora.
But I get that. I don't either, because some women are messy, right? And some women are
still unhealed
and broken and jealous. Versus like you and I, right? We truly want the best for everybody. Because what God has for you, He has for you. What God has for me, He has for me.
Right.
So we know that God is not a respecter of people. So what He do for you, He can do for me, right? And so it's just really important that, one, you realize that life's not just about going to work to pay bills. And we don't knock a job, because jobs are necessary, right?
Because I have one.
And everybody ain't created to be an entrepreneur. Definitely say that.
But I have a job that I actually enjoy. So if you work a job that you don't enjoy and you go in there and you hating it, and your boss is terrible, the people are terrible, or the place is terrible, or the pay is terrible, then God is probably telling you it's time to go and do something different. I actually like what I do, because I like to lead and develop people. I'm a trainer. And so that's what I do. So that's just what I want to say about that piece, because you need to have multiple streams of income until you can get to the level of having financial freedom and independence. Some people feel like, hey, and I did that before. I quit my job, I jumped prematurely, and I didn't have the discipline. And so I was looking like Boo Boo the Fool. I ain't never seen what Boo Boo the Fool looked like, but at that moment, I was the representative of Boo Boo the Fool for quitting my job prematurely and not being consistent in doing the work. So I just wanted to put that little snippet in there real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can love your job, right? Like you, but some people absolutely love their job and they're, I won't say bored, but they're not stretched, right? They're at the capacity that they can be on their job, but they know they have more on the inside of them.
Right.
Because honestly, like when I got into, say, a career, well, not really a career, but when I got into corporate America, when I was in high school, I was a part of, what was that organization? It was an organization where leadership.
Oh, like DECA? Like they give you a job?
Yeah, kind of like, yeah. So something similar to that. And I can't remember what it was. Future Leaders of America.
Okay.
And so I got a job at the Internal Revenue Service, right? And so it was just like very mundane every single day, going in doing the same thing.
Like a robot, huh?
Like a robot. It was boring. It was a bunch of people that has been working that job for like 30 something years. And I'm sitting on the side of this one guy that had just started, like I started. He had just got out of college, and he had a degree. And you know, we were talking about pay. I was making the same amount of pay he was, and I was in high school.
Wow.
Right. At that moment, I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. Because one, I would never be able to get forward in life financially.
Yeah.
Right. And two, I didn't want that to be my life. Going to a building and just doing the same thing
over and over again.
Over and over again with no joy, no peace, no passion, no purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Because I knew since I was little bitty, I had greatness on the inside of me.
Yeah, me too.
I remember my second grade teacher, Miss Mack. I don't know if she's still alive.
Was she dressed in black?
She wasn't dressed in black.
She had buttons all on her back.
No, not that I know of. Miss Mary Mack. But her name was Miss Mack, and she was like, your child is definitely going to be somebody, because she is a leader in second grade, outgoing, right? And she has greatness, right? And people can see your greatness.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in life. Like, people see your greatness and they don't want you to soar because they are still in that broken place and they don't know how to get to where you are. Like, I'm truly in a place in life, right? Let me say this. Everything in my life is not happy-go-lucky.
Right.
But I'm in a place where I have peace that passes all understanding, right? Because I know who I am. I know who created me, right? And I know that I'm a queen in the kingdom of God. And so I submit to God. I had to fully surrender to God. And that's what happens with a lot of people.
Right.
They don't want to surrender.
Yeah. Or they allow fear to keep them in that place of bondage.
That part. They allow fear to keep them in a place of bondage, versus truly saying, you know what, I'm tired of hitting that brick wall. Because God will allow you to continue to be tested by the same thing.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. It looks different. Like the scenery of it may look different, right? But it's the same situation, just a different people or different places, but the same thing. You're going to go through that same test until you've passed the test. Just like in school, right?
Yeah.
In order to go to the next grade, they have the standardized test. If you don't pass that test, you're not going to the next grade. Yeah. And so God is the same way. And so for me, I got tired of running into a brick wall.
And guess what? Them standardized tests, they are not created fairly.
Nope.
Neither is life.
It's not. It's life. Life is not created fair. And the enemy don't play fair.
Right.
And so I made a decision to say, you know what, God, I surrender.
Right.
I truly surrender to you because I'm tired of going and running into that brick wall.
Right.
I'm tired. I'm ready to turn left or turn right.
Head hurting.
I'm tired. And so I say, God, I surrender and I want your will, not my will. Now, did that look simple? Did that look easy? Mm-mm. Did that come with all happiness?
That's like what Alita said the other day when she said, "My overnight success took 20 years."
That part.
People think that overnight success, when people doing stuff, it really happened overnight.
And
Get
it
rich
did.
quick. Get rich by a week. 5 days to success.
None of that is real. None of that is real. It takes time.
Everything that I've been through, or everything that I'm receiving right now, and that you receive, we paid for it.
With time and life.
Yeah.
With time and
heartache
life.
and pain.
That part. That part. Like, so the surrender is not simple. It's not, when you say I
don't even want to say it. I ain't
when,
saying it.
yeah.
Y'all know the
When
song. I ain't saying it. I
when
don't want to do it no more.
When you say that you surrender to God,
I surrender to God, but I gotta be mindful of the things I say, because He'll take
absolutely.
everything from you.
Absolutely, He will. So you got to be careful what comes out your mouth. But when you say I surrender, that could be you losing your job, you losing your marriage, you losing every material thing that you own. But all you have is you and I, right? But
When
that
you
could
trust
be
Him.
when you trust Him, right? And that could be a start of a new beginning of truly operating in the will of God. And so some people are scared of that. Some people are scared of that. They rather, no, I know what walking down this path is going to take me. I'm scared to veer to this path, right? But veering to that path could truly be you seeing a life that you can only imagine. What does the Bible say about opening up the windows of heaven?
He will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you don't have room to receive.
That part. You can experience that, but so many people, they rather take the fear part instead of being a lady of faith over fear and say, okay, God, I trust you and I'm going to go down this path. I don't know what it looked like. I trust you.
I trust in God,
That part.
my Savior, the one
Go on, sing, sis.
who never fail.
Yes, see, I got a note too. I trust in God. Yes, come on. But you got to trust in God, because being a lady of faith over fear, you can look stupid as you're going through your process. You can look stupid to the people on the outside, right? I've been through situations in my life. My mama was like, what in the hell are you doing? Like,
You stupid.
You stupid or something? Because I have a Louisiana mama. And if you have a Louisiana mama, right?
They don't mind. They
don't
got
mind.
time.
That part, right? So you understand what we're saying, right? But I loved my mama with everything on the inside of me. She's no longer here. But you look stupid to people. Trusting God. But long as you know that you and God have that relationship, that you are going by His path and not your path, then I promise you, it might look crazy as you're going through, but it's going to be beautiful on the other side. But you just got to get through. What we don't understand, and we weren't even doing a podcast, we was just talking.
Yeah.
So somebody need to hear this. What we don't understand is, think about life, right? In reality of life, there are all kind of storms. When you see a real massive storm, like on the way home from work, you may be going to work, coming from work or going to work, and it is pouring down. It is storming, right? And you see some people veer over to the left and they stop and they wait until the storm ends. You have some people that are continue to go down the road. They might drive slow. They might cut them blinkers on, but they are determined
to get
to the other side. They keep pushing, no matter what it look like. No matter if they looking to the right and they got a car over there,
right,
or whether they looking to the left and they got a car over there, they still pushing because they know that it's gonna be dry on the other side of the storm.
Sunshine over there.
Sunshine, right? But we be so focused on the storm that's happening in life. And I'm telling y'all, we be so focused on that. And I'm telling you not about something I read, but I'm telling you about my own life. As a 42-year-old woman, I understand that as you're going through the storm, sometimes we feel like God has left us. God ain't leave us. Sometimes we leave God.
Because it takes too long.
Because it takes too long. if we try to do stuff on our own, like Sarah and Abraham, right? God told them they would he would bless them with a son named Isaac, but they was like, God,
She laughed.
Yeah, she laughed. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's too big for you. What you mean?
Yeah.
Right? So they try to figure it out right now.
And that's why his means laughter, because you laughed on the inside of your heart. So you laughing because you think that you're too old and that God can't do it and he ain't gonna do it. Go back in your Bible and read it, because the Bible is real. And it's truly true. God will take care of you. God will take care of you, and he will. When I was in the Philippines, God gave me a word because I was really broken at that time. I was broke and I was broken.
Speak, sis.
But at that time, that's when I had to really lay it all down, for real. I was by myself. I had missed the holidays. I was missing my family. I was nervous about my father being ill. And I said, God, please just let me, I don't know why you got me 14 hours away, all the way on the other side of the world. I didn't know where this was on the map, Just after all of that, and I just laid on the bed, and really, I did surrender. Because I'm like, God, I don't know what else to do but trust you, but truly give it to you. And I'm telling y'all, I got up, and the ministry that we're a part of, she had us doing sermons, and just brief 10-minute sermon. And I'm like, I don't know, my signal might be bad or whatever. But I was walking, and God said, after you suffered a while. And that just hit me in my spirit, because the thing is, I had really given it to him. So he just lets you know, like, after you suffered a while, I'll establish you. And so, but he's only going to establish you once you've suffered and surrendered. When you truly have faith in him, when you truly trust him, when you truly let go and let God, that's when he can start establishing. Because he knows the plans that he has for you, and they're to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. But we get in the way. We delay things, and we start thinking that, okay, God, you got more promises than you got problems. There's more promises that God has made in the Bible, if you read it, than the problems that you have. Because there's an answer for everything that you're going through. But most of the time, we laugh in our own heart. We doubt God, and we be like, nah, that ain't going to happen. He said in his word, is there anything too hard for God?
Nothing too hard for God.
So I had to learn that. And once I started learning that, when your finance, God gave me, I'm in a season of restoration. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Praise
To God be the glory.
Hey.
Because seriously, after you suffered a while, he had taken me to the book of Job, and I'm like, I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this. How can you tell me that somebody can be okay with losing 10 children, being sick? I had to go through losing, being sick, going through heartache and pain, losing everything. But after all of that, I was like, how can you really feel good about that? How can I ever get over this? I'm like, how can I get over this? But God showed me what it really looks like to have peace that surpasses all understanding, and joy that truly is unspeakable
joy.
But I had to trust him.
Joy.
So yeah. So now I don't worry about things anymore. I see certain things and I hear certain things. Even people make up stuff, or they twist up your words, or they make the message something other than what it was or what you meant by it. Because I guess you might say I'm aggressive because I'm a coach, and I'm passionate about people and getting people to the other side and doing different things. And so when I'm passionate about something, I truly have conviction. It may sound aggressive, but it's really just because I want you to see what I see.
Yes.
But so now I'm just kind of like backing off people, because I get little comments from people, or I get little messages that come back like, I ain't even mean it like that. What is that? But hey, that's why I leave people where they are. How she said we got to be delivered from people.
Baby, I'm delivered from people.
I release them. Think whatever you want to think, however you want to feel.
Yep.
Whatever. You deal with it.
Yeah, because people are going to talk about you no matter what. Whether you out here saving lives, or whether you out here being a crackhead, whether you out here doing bad things, whatever the thing is, people are going to talk about you, regardless, right? So give them something to talk about. Give them something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about.
That part. Right. Give them something to talk about. And just fight about yourself. Because the people that's talking about you, what you said earlier,
They don't pay not one of your bills, but the people that's talking about you ain't gonna never do anything that you are doing.
They scared to do what you. They're scared to step out on faith. They're scared to do what you're doing, especially like if you're in business, right? Especially network marketing. Somebody comes to you about network marketing. The first thing they ask is that a pyramid scheme. Well, what is a pyramid scheme?
Right. Your
Tell me-
job. Your
Tell
job
me
is
what
a
a pyramid
pyramid.
scheme, right? Everything has a pyramid structure. It really does. But everything has a pyramid structure. But a pyramid scheme is when somebody is saying that they are bringing you into business. There's no tangible product, not even a service, right? They just taking your money. They just taking your money and saying you join business and you have nothing in return. That is a pyramid scheme, right? So do your homework. Don't let ignorance, right, be the thing to stop you from getting involved in an industry, right, that can truly change your life. Because with network marketing, for me, and I'm proud to say I'm in network marketing and direct sales. Because of network marketing and direct sales, I have been out of the country 3 times. This is my 3rd time out of the country. Because of direct sales and network marketing, I have been exposed to travel. I have been exposed to leadership. I have been exposed to culture. I have been exposed to living life outside of where I was born.
Right.
Some people have never even been outside of the state that they are born in. Network marketing is truly an industry that has allowed me to grow.
Right.
I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for network marketing.
Right. We be in a little small Louisiana box
That part.
with high blood pressure.
And diabetes and all those health issues, right? I would continue to be in a state of obesity because I was obese, right? I am working on my transformation. I'm down 50 pounds. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I have made a decision, a conscious decision, to take care of my body because at the end of the day, no matter what business you may be in, no matter what job that you are on, if you don't have your health, you don't have nothing.
No.
Your health is everything. Your health is your wealth. And so, you itchy? Because I'm starting to get itchy.
I'm just hot.
And we hot. But we about to...
We like crawfish when they get the water and start just letting that crawfish just think it's okay, and they like and then they about to frog. They get in the water, they just let them think that they good, and then they boil them. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm cooking. I know I'm red. Yeah. So we gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap it up. We thank y'all too for tuning in. If you've made it this far, we appreciate it because this was not even planned. This was just truly us talking, and we just know that somebody needs to hear this. So go ahead and let's finish it up.
Absolutely. As we finish this thing up, right? So if you like this conversation, Coach Citi, she'll tell you exactly how she can help people. But my name is Cheryl Mazik, and I'm like so many other women that may stumble upon this podcast because this is it's going on my YouTube and it's going on your YouTube. My name is Cheryl Mazik. I am a wife. I am a mommy. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I'm also a Mimi. I have 1 grandbaby and 1 on the way. Maybe by the time this aired, the second one might be here. I don't know. But I am a caregiver, right? I am a leader. And so I help other women that's in the position that I'm in, right? A caregiver, a leader. I help them learn how to fill their cup back up because as women, as wives, as mothers, as sisters, as daughters, we wear multiple hats, but we are so focused on helping everybody else, putting everybody else before ourselves. And so I help you to learn how to put yourself first, learn how to do the work. First, learn how to put God first because that is number 1.
Yep.
After you put God first, making sure you take care of you. Because you can't take care of the kids. You can't take care of that husband, that spouse. You can't take care of the house. You can't take care of nothing if you are all over the place. So learning how to fill your cup first, right? I have a community. I would love for you to join it. I have a community called Ladies of Faith Over Fear. I'm going to put the information down below where you can learn how you can connect, how you can start to do the work to heal from the inside out. I help women to heal with workbooks community, online courses, and amazing health and wellness supplements to make you feel good. Because I'm 42 and I be feeling like I am 22 sometimes because of the amazing products that I'm in. And I would love to help you heal that broken little girl on the inside of you. Because you may be broken and don't even know it, right? But I would love to help you heal so that you can become that person that God has called you to become. So definitely make sure you click the link or follow both the podcasts because both of them are going to be on here. But follow us, and I would love to connect and get to know more about you.
Awesome, awesome. And my name is Toya Citizen, actually Latoya Citizen, but I go by Coach City. So I am a certified life coach and a serial entrepreneur. By trade, I am a corporate trainer. And one thing I love to do is help people to find and understand what their purpose to do. I help them to identify their purpose. And so I have a community called the I Matter movement because what happened in that moment is I was going through a situation and I had to realize like you keep pointing to everybody else and I yelled out, I matter too. Because I help so many people. I'm always giving the shirt off my back if I can. And I'm like, and one day I finally had enough and I said, I matter too. And so there are other people that feel like that, but you have to go through some things to really recognize that you do matter. So I have the I Matter movement, and my target market and my target audience, if you will, is the aspiring entrepreneur, the 9 to 5 aspiring entrepreneur. So you have a job, you're a 9 to 5er, and you desire to do something different because you know that there's greatness on the inside of you. I'm going to help you establish the foundation that is needed to be able to go into entrepreneurship full time. I have once before been a full time entrepreneur, but I lacked discipline and consistency, and I was taking care of everybody else. And then guess what? Everybody else is gone. And so, but taking care of everybody else caused me to have to make a U-turn, come back around, and go back to the beginning. But not really, because I'm not starting all over again dumb. I'm starting over much stronger, wiser, and better. So in my group, you'll get personal growth and development. I do daily motivational videos because they really minister to you and make you think outside the box like, wow, this really is meant for me. This person is talking to me. They don't even know me, right? So I deal with that, and I also have some special things as well where I have a 90-day transparent transformation coaching group. It's really in depth for aspiring entrepreneurs that are really serious, about getting to the next level and identifying what's keeping them from truly operating in purpose. Now, it is an interview process because not everybody wants this. Some people, we have spectators, and I have a no spectator rule in my group. I have a, if you messy, if you gossip, if you just come in here just to look and see what everybody else doing, you're out of there. Because we don't do all that. Like, see, we enjoy having a good time. I laugh and talk about Cheryl, she laugh and talk about me, but we do it in fun. We have a good time. We don't talk about each other in a way of being negative and nasty and trying to harm one another. We just have fun. And so what I'm doing is I'm developing soldiers. So I'm developing Unity soldiers, and I have a group of them right now that's coming out. And so probably they might already be graduated by the time you see this. So if you're looking for personal growth and development, if you have a desire to do one thing, to work your job and also have a business, I'm the coach for you. I'm telling you, hands down, network marketing, entrepreneurship is the way to go. Your 9 to 5 will pay your bills, but your business will afford you a lifestyle. And you can have a good time on a 4-day trip. We're on a 4-day trip right now in Punta Cana. And that's all I need. Just a nice little reset, get recharged by the sun, and I can go back and do what I do. And the next quarter, we'll do the same thing all over again. Right?
Absolutely.
So for you, click in there. I'm also going to have my I'm at a Movement community. Join the community, and then you'll get details on everything else because I have a private community outside of this where I do some real life coaching for the 9 to 5 aspiring entrepreneur. So Cheryl, I'll let you go ahead and close us out.
Let me close your app.
Closed.
Stop playing around with life because tomorrow is really not promised. If God wake you up to see another beautiful day, that means it's not finished yet. So go after it. Live life. Don't be the person that say, I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda,
Right.
did this or did that. Or what would life be like if I would have made this decision? Let's not guess about it. Just do it.
Right.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
Like the love of Christ, right?
Yeah, and I want you to make sure that you operate in purpose,
Mm-hmm.
on purpose.
Yeah.
That's my motto. Operate in purpose, on purpose. And as we close this out, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Click the like button. You go ahead and don't just like it, love it. Give us a comment. If it ain't positive, keep moving. Okay? And then share it with somebody else that you think might actually benefit from this. And if you feel like you want to watch it again, go ahead and save it. Okay?
Yep.
So we thank y'all so much. Have an amazing day.
Bye.